One way to show reaction is with a word equation. When magnesium burns in air, or oxygen, magnesium oxide is formed. On the left-hand side of our equation, we have the magnesium and oxygen that reacted together, and we call these the reactants. On the right we have the molecules that are produced, so in this case magnesium oxide, which we call the products. We may also show the reaction by a diagram, the formation of magnesium oxide in terms of particles. 2 atoms of magnesium react with 1 molecule of oxygen, to form 2 formula units of magnesium oxide. A word equation provides a good summary, but a symbol equation provides more information. It shows more detail and allows us to see how many atoms and molecules are involved in each reaction. You're going to learn how to balance chemical equations. The law of conservation of mass states that no atoms are lost or made during a chemical reaction. They cannot be made from nothing, and they cannot vanish into nothing. The following are steps and examples of balanced chemical equations. In the middle we have a single arrow, to show that the reactants react completely, to form the products. So we would have Mg, which is magnesium plus oxygen molecule, going to form a magnesium oxide. Notice that I've put O2, rather than O. That's because oxygen exists as a molecule made up of 2 atoms, so whenever you include oxygen in a reaction you have to put O2. It's not quite right just yet, because we haven't balanced it. In order to be balanced, chemical equations need to have the same a total number of each type of atom, on either side of the arrow. The first rule of balancing equations is that we can't change any of the little numbers. This is because doing so would mean that we were changing the actual type of chemicals in our equation. For example, we couldn't change our O2 to an O, because O is an entirely different substance, which isn't oxygen. In our example, we can see that on the left-hand side of the arrow, there's 1 magnesium and 2 oxygens, whilst on the right-hand side, there's 1 magnesium and oxygen, so our equation isn't balanced. Somehow we need to increase the number of oxygen on the right-hand side, and increase the number of magnesium on the left-hand side. Now it's absolutely fine. When balancing chemical equations, another rule is that we need to keep the whole numbers, as we only need 1 oxygen atom to match the right-hand side, so shouldn't we just make it to half molecules of oxygen? Unfortunately, we can't. And so we have to round up to 1 instead and keep 2 oxygen atoms. This leaves us needing 2 more magnesium on the left and right, which we can get by increasing the number of magnesium from 1 to 2. So we now have the same number of each type of atom, on both sides of the reaction. The equation is now balanced.